Alright, Mer-Man here. Jandy Aqualink system. We have a Jandy heater, Aqua Pure, a DV60 with a multi-port. There's our booster pump, our variable speed with no controller. There's our JVAs for the spa. Let's go take a look at our panel. Inside here we have our salt display, our board, and all of our breakers for our equipment here. So board, filter, heater, salt, cleaner, blower, and lights and outlet, which is right around here. There's our GFI outlet. Alright, so if we wanted to turn this on right now, there is auto, which will run the scheduled program from the app or the web connect. Service is I want to manually turn filter on, cleaner are all labeled for you. Cleaner, air blower, pool light, spa light. I could turn the heater on over here, and I could set it to pool mode or spa mode. There's some other different features if I wanted to drain the spa or fill it back up. So I'll go ahead and turn the pump on. And when I do that, my salt came on. It says how much salt do I want to produce. Right now it says 0. We just started it, we just added salt. If I wanted to test the salt, I would hit the salt shaker when it's ready. It says 5.8, and it's going to check for flow. It hasn't started yet, so we just turned it on. In variable speed, there is a delay, about a minute or so before it starts. It is very quiet. You can barely tell it's on. It's running at 1950 RPM right now. It goes through a check valve, multi-ports and filter mode, and the starting pressure, we did put D in, it's at 9. It tells you when it gets to about 19, it's dirty, we have to backwash. If there's some air in the system, we can come over here, there's an air relief valve back here. We could turn this, let some of the air out of the system. Hear the air, this little squirts water at us, and we can close it back up, tighten that. Let's come over here. Water is going to go through the filter, out through this line, come up into the heater, out of the heater, another check valve. Here's our Aqua Pure salt system. This connector here is my power source. Here's my salt salinity sensor, and there's another sensor too. It's the I believe it's the temp sensor as well, to see if the water's warm enough to actually start. So there's two sensors under here, and this cable runs to the board. And then out here I have the JVA, which right now it's set in the middle, so water's going to the pool and spa. And same thing on this side. This is our intake, these are our skimmers, main drain, and this is our spa drain. And this big loop here is our booster pump line, which sends pressure to our cleaner. If we came back over here to the panel, I wanted to test these things. I could test the cleaner. You hear the booster pump come on. Turn that off. Air blower, which is right next to me. Puts bubbles in the spa. And then I have pool light, spa light. So in the back to my chlorine generator, I want to check to make sure I have flow on here, which means that sensor on the bottom of the unit is working. You'll see that it's resting flow. The cell reverses itself to clean the blades. When I'm in service mode, I can't adjust the salt. It just won't allow me. It'll say I have to set it through the app once I set it up. Right now I haven't set it up in the app, so right now it should say app only, remote mode. If I wanted to test the salt, I could do that. It says 5.7, which means we just added a lot of salt. Usually it takes about 48 hours to calculate the salt. And I hit boost, but all this stuff is on the app. And how it gets to the app is through a router. Here's our iLink antenna. We connected this to the router. To make sure it's working, we check underneath here, and we have a red solid, yellow solid, and a green solid. That means we're fully connected with power, a web connect, and LAN. And this only will be activated in auto mode. So that's the antenna for the board system over there.